Alright guys, just want to show you what I got going on here. I'm still old school, so I do dye and wax my traps. You know, they got all those new dips out there now that I guess work pretty good, but I like to do things the old way still. The smell of those traps boiling in the water just brings me back to all the days that I've been trapping. But what I got brewing back here behind me is maple leaves. And it has a real, maple leaves have a high tannin concentrate in them, so it will produce a black dye that you can use to dye your traps. Now, of course, as with any metal, the more better rust you have on the surface, the better the dye is going to adhere to the metal. But that's what I have. I have a whole pot of these are leaves. And I got about 8 to 10 gallons of water in this pot here, and I fill it up with fresh leaves right off the tree. And I simmer them probably for an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Just let them simmer. You can see where it's turning starting to turn the stick black already. I have here a white cup so you can see the water gets pretty black. So that right there is a pretty good dye. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. And will help you out in a pinch if you're trying to save a few bucks, not wanting or even if you don't have access to logwood crystals or full metal jacket or any of those other dips. This will get you by and partially rust proof your traps. And I have a rusty trap here, so we're going to dip that. Let's see, where is that baby? So right here I have a rusty trap. I'm going to use this white paper so you can see that you can see. This is just a trap that I use for parts. Nice and brown and plenty rusty enough. So we're just going to dip that in just halfway. And you can use the video as time. But I'm going to hold it in there just for 30 seconds. Now normally you would boil your traps for, 45 minutes to an hour. So the longer you let them boil, the better dye will adhere to the metal. But this is just real time, so I'm not kidding around. They say oak leaves have an even higher tannin rate, but I don't have any oak trees around here in my area. Most of it's hickory and maple, sycamores and stuff like that, so maple is the best choice. But that's it. It makes a pretty good dye. So I'm going to pull it out now. It's only been in here for what, 20 seconds, maybe 30. And we'll see what kind of result we got. You can see that it's already starting to take on a black color. This right here is the old rusty part. I don't know if you can see it. I have a darn thumb on it. That's hot. And that's about it. I mean, if you let it sit overnight, it even gets darker than what it already is. And the way you get these leaves out, you don't want to dip your traps in all these leaves. So you just need like a strainer or a colander or something like that. And you just scoop them out. Throw them to the side, use them for fertilizer. But once you boil out all the tannins that you need in the water, that's going to make a dye that you can use on the cheap. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Just one more tip to save a few bucks when the furs aren't worth very much money. Catch you next time.